Hi, first grade. We are going to look at fractions again today. So we want to remember that fractions show equal parts of a whole. And one whole is when you have like the whole thing. Like maybe I have one whole pizza, right? It shows one. Halves are when we have two equal parts. So we shared it equally. We cut it in half. So if this was one big pizza, I have half here and half here. We say 1/2. And fourths are when we cut it in 4 equal pieces, like in half and then in half again. And all the pieces are the same size. Each one is 1/4, or sometimes we might say the word quarters. Now today what I really want to talk to you about is this equal parts word. Because if it's not fair, if we're not sharing equally, then it's not really a fraction. It has to be equal parts. So can you see what I tried to draw here for you? Some pizzas. So it says fractions have equal parts. And we're going to practice sharing equally. So if I had this pizza here and I wanted to cut it in half, I want to give half to me and half to you. Right now it's one whole pizza. Should I cut it like that? Does that show equal parts? Is that fair? No! This one is way bigger and this one is way smaller. That's not fair at all. That does not show equal parts. I'm going to put a big X. No way. Okay, I'm going to try again to cut in half. What if I go like that? Is that a pretty good half? Yeah, that's much more fair. Maybe this friend would have more pepperonis, but that's okay. So we want to make sure that our two pieces are almost the same, as equal as possible. So that one shows equal parts. Check. Okay, let's try to do some fourths in equal parts. Does this show equal parts? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 pieces. Tell someone at home, what do you think? Maybe you want to pause the video and talk about it for a minute. It does not show equal parts, because if this was a rectangle pizza, and I know that's not a great rectangle, and I cut it that way, 1, 2, 3, 4, all of the pieces would be the same size and the same shape. But if we look at just these pieces that I cut, let's look close. This one shows like a half circle. This one has like almost a rectangle with a rounded side. All the pieces on their own are not the same shape even, so they are not the same size. So if you want to cut a circle into equal parts, you cannot cut a bunch of parts like that, because these two pieces are way different sizes. That wouldn't be fair for sharing pizza at all. Okay, let's try again on this side. Let's see if we can cut this pizza into 4 equal parts. I gotta go on this side so I can write. I'm gonna cut it in half the best I can, and then in half again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do those look like equal parts? Yeah, I mean, maybe not exactly perfect, but I definitely tried my best. So this one here does not show equal parts. Those are not the same. But this one does. We have 4 equal parts. Okay. On Seesaw, you have an activity today where you have to sort and take the pieces, the shapes that show equal parts, and put them on one side, and the ones that do not show equal parts and put them on the other side. Then there's another sheet that's going to ask you to do some coloring to tell which ones show one whole, what shows halves, and what shows fourths. All right, I can't wait to see all the hard work you do. Great job, first grade.